Hey, welcome. Mike Husson here with Maria Chah, AccuMindset Living, Chah Accutherapy. And I'm just going to kind of throw this out. We are here today I'm here to talk to Maria for just a couple of quick minutes. Not going to take too long because she has to run to a patient in a few minutes, and I do the same in what I do, right?
Yeah,
And so, yeah, we're having our tea and having a quick break after a little bit of a lunch and conversation. And I said, Maria, let's go online because I want to make sure that we expose what you're going to be doing here in over a couple of days, starting tomorrow, which is the free VIP breakthrough masterclass that a lot of you guys have probably seen some messages about. I hope if you have, please, we're going to just ask you to register for it. But today I wanted to talk to Maria, and I said to her, let's have a conversation, a little bit about what's going to happen at the event, a little bit about her work and how she differentiates herself to everything. And she's going to be introducing her mentorship program, which is a over 30 years of experience drawn down into a some core modules, trainings, hands-on stuff. Really going to be great stuff that she'll be introducing to everybody. But over the next few days, we're doing, we call it free. It is complimentary, but it is by no means, limited to, a pitch about our program or her program. And she's going to bring a tremendous amount of value and to the next couple of days, whether you did work with her or not into the future. But minimally, we like to encourage you to attend and or maybe pay this on to somebody as well who would definitely benefit from that. So, Maria, thanks for being here today. I appreciate your time. I know your schedule's busy, and we're all in this prep mode and promote mode and event mode, and all at the same time running our businesses right and having a lot of fun with all of this stuff. And also trying to keep, what are you going to do? Talk about reducing, Mike, your stress and having, what is the other one, self-awareness, mindset, and all of those things that I know you're going to be helping folks with over the next couple of days for sure. What's the give me the, I mean, we got the master class, right?
yeah.
But overall the mentorship program, which is a part of the master class, because we're going to can't give everything in that short time because we're going to respect your time. So but just give me some highlights, some bullets of what we're going to be doing tomorrow and into the future, into the mentorship program. What's that all about?
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mike. And it's a pleasure to be here. I am so excited about this program because it started, I've been working on this for 5 years, probably the beginning of time, if you want, since I was born. Who knows? But it's this program, it was inspired by my own self healing, my own personal experiences with the allopathic way of being cared for and the alternative way of being cared for, which I believe in both. They both have their place. And lately, it's just been something since our experience with COVID and how our society is racing and anxiety about where to go, uh, who to trust, what to get, where to begin their own healing process. So, as an acupuncture physician, and a body worker, both have really complemented my ability to help people how to embody their own somatic awareness. And so that's what I've been really helping my patients pay attention to their own body signals. And that's what acupuncture has really helped me develop, this ability to understand the messages of the body. So my VIP is an introduction about basically how you can assess the energy meridian channels and understand, and even the layman person understand these signals, what they mean and how they correlate with your internal body. And then we're going to do like an introductory and something on how I help my patients, and all doctors and practitioners usually what they use is a intake form, and then kind of help you do an own intake, body orientation of yourself. And then from there, we're going to talk about body mind centering, so we can have this sense of more self awareness orientation. With that, I find it very beneficial that when we really become a friend, we can mend our body. And what our minds tell us, that thought life, how do we honor the wisdom of the body? Because our mind is, we need it for the logical and thinking, and for what we call that fight, flight, freeze mechanism that's automatically in our brain. Our brain is our body. We need it. And at the same time, sometimes it gets in our way because we don't listen to the wisdom of the body. How do we end up listening to our bodies? And that's, me, is my intention is to help you resolve, uh, rebalance, restore your body, mind, spirit connection in a
Mm.
way that's going to uh, help you vitalize and vibrate at this frequency level that makes you feel aligned and connected with your body. And also to help you know, listen to it intuitively, because your intuition has a lot to say of, or maybe who to call to help you seek out care, self care. And so there's a lot we know that the acupuncture, and Oriental medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, is what I practice, and it's ancient, and it's thousands of years old. It's still being practiced today. People are curious about it, and studies have shown that we're pretty much doing a lot of the science-based medicine, but from the wisdom of your own body. And so I'm going to share what that wisdom is, how to understand the codes, if you will. And then another part I love about this program is not only about yourself, but the practitioners who, other healers. I'm calling in other light healers to bump up their game, their wellness game, because the patients don't want to be just dependent on others to just fix them. They realize that they need to step in and be a part of their own healing. So we can help them, coach them how to pay attention to their own body signals. So when they come back and say their neck hurts, you give them a treatment, and then they come back and say, "Well, I feel better." They can learn the language to help you as the practitioner better serve them. So there's a lot to this mind, body, spirit connection from a TCM perspective. And that's kind of my unique twist to that, because there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm overwhelmed, and I sometimes sit here and going, "Well, what am I going to show or say different for than
Other
what
things.
everybody else is out there saying?" So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a boatload of information out there, right, Maria, about,
yeah,
and I think part of it is, too much information could be overwhelming, right? Or confusing, or who do I believe, or what do I believe? As you mentioned, we talked about this a little bit last time when we were reviewing the program about science based, right? But science is really the study of something, right?
yeah, yeah,
And we're used to, in our society, generally speaking, if you were look at traditional type of medicine or healing or psychiatry or whatever you want to call it, there's certain ways, and it's valuable. If you need it, you do it, right? But it's also a balance, right? There's the natural side there. The ancient side is really everyday life, right? We might think, oh, it's old, and is it going to be, we got AI now and we can do all these things.
yeah,
But I think it just transcends into us being able to consciously take care of ourselves, right? But one of the things I want to make sure that I expressed to you a long time ago, which I thought was powerful, there's that, you're not just talking to practitioners. If you're a practitioner, you're a healer, you're a therapist, whatever your business world is within this space that Maria's in, or which is great, which she's doing, and what Maria's doing is helping you. If you're not a practitioner, right, you're do this work on your own. She's going to give you the tools, the techniques that she maybe does for herself and her patients, but she's going to give you the ability, because really you're helping not only yourself, but you're also helping your communication with your family or your work or the stresses of life and all of the demands that are happening. But you want to be able to, like, she's helped me. I got a shoulder issue, right? And so she's given me some things I go home to and I work on it. And and I go back to her and say, what do I do differently if it's not working or whatever? But fundamentally, I do some things that she's given me to that I can do at home, and it's helped me very powerfully because it really hurts sometimes, So, right,
Yeah.
so Maria, I mean, this is not just for practitioners. This is for anybody really to help not only themselves but to help their patients, but the combination, right?
Well, yeah. And so I call it AccuMindset living, because it's living a regulated life. Now, we're not perfect, but in China, in the families before we knew medicine as we know it today, and still today, they children are raised to take care of each other. Like the big brother will take care of the younger brother, cup them, moxa them, take care of them till a certain age. And when they hit that age of say 8, 9, 10, big enough, smart enough, logical enough to help and then serve their other family members. So they take care of themselves within the family. And we create habits of caring. We say caring is sharing, or sharing is caring. And so it's all about changing your role as a healer, uh, being a healthcare advocate of yourself. And we are kind of doing that through Google, actually. We are becoming our own self care advocate. And we're also being inundated with all kinds of information that we're not sure which way to start. It's like being at the fork of the road and there's like 50 different pathways you can take.
Right.
So I want to give some ancient wisdom, theory, principles, and concepts that can apply, that applied in the ancient times still apply today. We know that our mothers, our fathers told us things or did things. Like my mom, she gave me hot toddy with a little shot of brandy and honey and lemon. Worked wonders. Threw a bunch of covers on me and made me sweat out the cold. And a lot of people have done this, but we've forgotten. And these are home remedies that are done by many other cultures. What's unique about this program is my 30 years of experience and in practice still today, I help people figure out why they have these weird anomalies that happen. I just had a patient today said, I don't know what it is, but I keep getting this canker sore, or this kind of like red bump on the side of my tongue all the time. And she goes, I don't, it just happens. I've had it for a while. I don't understand it, but it's starting to flare up. Well, the first thing I go, most of us already know, well, I take lysine. We know lysine's good for any of those types of uh, kind of virus or herpes simplex kind of things, or bumps or sorenesses in our mouth. It's nothing unusual. Usually it's due to stress, and lysine helps. But why is it only on the side of your tongue? And those are the things I get to share with you. And most of the time, it matches up when I do my diagnosing or assessments. It matches with a lot of their symptoms, and that's what I'm going to talk about. These introduce you to how the body works, and what those signals, stress signals, how they're showing up, and then how to address them, how to calm them down, what will help you when you're having these ailing type of symptoms, what you can first reach for. Maybe you don't want to reach for that lysine, aspirin, or whatever. You really do need to talk to the doctor. You need to call your acupuncturist, massage therapist, functional medicine person. But what if you could really nip it and take care of it yourself? And that's what I'm excited to share with you guys, is these ancient wisdom techniques and practices that both the practitioner can really upskill their practice in helping their patients, and the regular person like you and me, Mike, who every day are living out there just trying to stay healthy and keep balanced in our lives so we can enjoy, be happy, have fun, have our drink, have our coffee. Everything has to have a balance. So your body will tell you when it's out of balance, and that's what I'm here to share with you.
You
So
call it the yin and the yang, right? The
yeah,
yin and yang.
people talk that language. They're on the. I remember I was at the cusp beginning of massage therapy being very yeah, it was shady, but it's now medically seen as a official medical therapy. And besides physical therapy, massage therapy, insurance pay for it because it has medical benefits. We know when you injure a muscle or you wake up with a cramp, stiff neck, massage is the way to go. But what about cup? Why is our neck is stiff, or why is it stiff only at night? Or during the day, or when I'm not moving, or when I am moving. This is the yin and yang chi principle of understanding, like the five elemental constitutions of your body and spirit. How are they communicating? Why are they not connecting? Why are these things happening at these weird odd times? And this is where I can help you. This is what I'm excited to share, and also offer corrective strategies for them. So
Yeah, I mean, and I think the cool part for everybody listening is that, we've been going through this prep for several months now, just, and Maria's been doing it for over 30 years. And I've been in this space of, working with some very top thought leaders around the world, including Maria. And the great part about what and there's certain things I won't do because it's got to be practical for all of us, meaning that I can do something myself, and if I need help, and then I obviously go seek that, and we recommend that. We don't say, what we're going to say is the end all. That's not the case. You do what you need to do to take care of yourself, whether it's traditional or non-traditional, whatever that might be responsible to that. But one of the great things I love with Maria is it's very practical, right?
yeah,
You can do this, and you need to handle it now, right? I mean, we're bombarded, right, Maria,
yeah.
with stressors external, right?
It's
Our family,
overwhelming, very overwhelming.
like, I
And
mean, with technology, and what
yes,
we're doing today on this stream is like, who would ever thought that we have our own TV show, so to speak, right?
and
Without the budgets and all that kind of stuff that people might think you need, right?
and if you notice, all there's special TV shows, Dr. Oz, the Doctor Review. People want to take back their authority in their own
Control.
health, and you can save yourself a lot of steps. I mean, besides money, a lot of steps, heartaches. There's times that physical things that, or avoid procedures that didn't need to be done. A lot of times we put that cart before the horse, and then we wish we knew better or knew what we know now, right? So hindsight, what if I could share with you a path of wisdom that you could take before you take path A, B, and then consider C. Don't just jump over to C unless you have to. I mean, that I'm not saying that's not there. Everything has its place. If you believe that this medicine works for you, whatever that is, then it will, because
Right.
our mind does control our future. It controls whatever we put out there. That's the response we're going to get. And that's what we're going to talk about, the energy patterning of what we call the five Zong Fu organs, and how they affect our brain, and our brain affects our organs. And, you've heard the polyvagal nerve, you heard about the gut brain axis, the trilogy axis. I mean, we're going to talk all about this wisdom and how does it fit into that pain and that shoulder that never goes away. Okay, I call it your best friend, right? So I'm
Making
excited.
me think about it now, I could tell you.
Yeah, even the power of suggestion, it starts to flare up, right?
I
So
told you that last night, right? Remember we talked about
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
start thinking about it, it starts to flare up, but not now, but yeah.
Yeah. And so people come in, go, and they worry. And so this is a transformational workshop that is going to bring my students live. We're going to do it on Zoom. We have 4 modules. It's 40 hours of training that, I'm not here to do this one and done thing, get better in 7 days. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
In the ancient practice, you apprenticed with somebody and you took that valuable time to really understand that person. And if you notice, more practitioners are out there, they're being told, like, their patients are coming in. I like you. I like you. I was looking for something that I feel like, you really care about me. I feel heard, seen, valued, and that you're really going to take the time to help me get better. And so we learn to communicate, enhance our life, or enhance our work, enhance our play and balance in life. And when you're doing it for yourself, there's a lot of practitioners that don't do enough self-care. That radiates out to others. And the patient wants what you have. Remember when Harry met Sally? I'll take 2 of those, because she was uh, doing that scene where she was faking that being
You can say
excited.
it. You can say it.
Yeah. So
That bleep.
that bleep, yeah, I don't want to say, we can bleep it out, right? But you know what I'm saying? It's about what teaching from an apprentice style, the real out in the field, is what people are wanting, because it's not a drive through CVS, give me a shot. That's fine. So people do rely on that. Thank goodness we have that kind of medicine. And there's also this medicine, a medicine where we learn to take time with ourselves. Look, what's on the rise? Meditation, slowing down the brain, slowing down to be connected with yourself and in the present moment. This is what traditional Chinese medicine truly is about. What are you doing? How are you orienting yourself in this moment, in this present time? It's contemporary medicine. That's why I read your pulse every day. I look at your tongue every time you come in. These are diagnostics that I'm going to show and explain what that means. Our doctors, long time ago, used to do it. Maybe smoking a cigarette back in the early 40s. Now, no cigarette smoking, but they don't have the tongue presser. They don't even check except the pulse. Everything's through artificial intelligence, like you said, which is great technology. I use some of that, like infrared, wonderful stuff. But we have a lot of skills in our own innate wisdom. And I like to help my students tap into that intuitive intelligence again, because it's there. And I'm excited to share this knowledge with you. I do
Absolutely.
have to close this up because I do have a patient
I
and
know. No, you got to get going. And guys,
going,
you
but I
know,
wanted to share this, and I can't wait to see everybody and share some more.
we're going to add it in later, but there's a link that you can register for free to see Maria for the next couple of days. We're going to be doing it Friday, Sunday, Monday from 11 till about 12. Could be longer, but roughly that's the estimated time. But where she's going to deliver elements of all of these things today at a very deeper level, and the opportunity to engage with her at a deeper level into the futures if you so choose. However, right now, guys, give yourself the gift. As I was telling Maria, and I sent some of the emails out to our audience, that listen, give yourself the gift. Give yourself the gift before you push the button to call the doctor. Start with yourself, get your mind together, relieve the stress in your life initially, and then you do what you need to do after that. But begins with you calming the thoughts and doing all these things. And we're going to do that on these next 3 days. We hope that you will join us. Again, it starts at 11 Eastern Standard Time if you're listening to us from other parts of the world. But Maria, I appreciate your time and really respect your work, because we need it. I
Yes.
mean, that's the bottom line. I've been doing this work for over 40 years in this space of sales, marketing, business coaching, and speaking. And I've been with the very best, as you know. But at the end of the day, this is so vital, guys. And, somewhere you can click us, call us, whatever, join us tomorrow. I don't know, there's no link on this banner here, but we'll get it out to you. Make sure it's in the online for you all. Maria, any closing thoughts before you wind it down?
Well, for anyone who registered, the major transformation for my students will be the ability to self-empower your own healing, knowledge, and to create a positive impact with your own personal and professional level of wellness for not only yourself, your friends, your families, your loved ones, but for your practice. And I mean personal practice and professional practice. This is no joke, guys. This is the real deal. We're going to cover all aspects. I'm not here to like bump up, enrich your business and show you 10 different ways to increase your income. I'm going to help you increase your vibrancy. Your and your business practice will also increase your vibrancy. I'm going to help you increase your ability to pay attention to your intuition and trust it. And I'm going to show you how that can be done through TCM style and a lot of other things, little tips, handouts on herbs, some liniments that can help in your practice for those who are the body workers, and even at home if you want to learn how to self-care your own family members. So I look forward to seeing you soon, and thank you, Mike, for this time. And
You're welcome.
don't forget to register.
Yeah, guys, just register.
VIP.
You know? And
All
if you register, and I'm going to say this publicly right now, if you register and you know, I know it's short notice because we just decided last night to run this interview, but if you can't register, and you will get all of the recordings, right? And for those of you who know that you've registered and for something comes up, you can't make it be there live, though it's ideal that you're there because there's interaction, there's Q&A that Maria is going to potentially have. If you have something, you know, right there, she can maybe help you with something. But, you know, always do the best you can to participate live and in person. But if you can't, minimally register, and then you'll get the recordings to the couple of days. And then you can always reach out to us later on if you want to have a conversation or talk with Maria, whatever the case might be. But guys, join us starting tomorrow, Sunday and Monday. And then Maria, God bless you for bringing this vision, this passion to everybody. You know, because all we need is, you've heard me say it before, all we need is one nugget to change the trajectory of how we feel, how we act, who we become. And you're an integral part of that, guys. And I want you to really get that from me to you from Maria. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Maria, thank you. Go have a great day, guys. Maria, have a great patient and experience that you're going to have today. And we'll talk later to wrap this up. Okay. See you guys later. Have a great day. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.